Hey, what up, my comic book peeps? It's your boy J Rocks. Today I'm gonna come at you with a graphic novel review. I've been reading the Wolverine, the Jason Aaron collection. I just finished reading volume one. It covers three stories. It covers Get Mystique, uh, Adamantium Man, and Wolverine Manifest Destiny. So if I can, I'll cover all three stories. If I can, I'll chop it up into each of their own individual story. So let's start with the first one, Get Mystique. This is all written by Jason Aaron. The Get Mystique storyline. The artwork is by John Carney, and colorist is Jason Keith. You can see the cover here. It covers Wolverine 2003 series, which I believe is the second series. Don't quote me on that, I'm not 100% sure. And it covers issues 62 through 65, being issues 62, 63, 64, and 65. You can also get the individual trade paperback that just covers only those issues. It'll run you about 112 pages, I believe, 112, 120. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, now this story starts off in 1920, Sonora, Mexico. Starts off where Wolverine and Mystique first met. They're both tied up. Mystique was already tied up and blindfolded. Then they bring Wolverine in, tied up and blindfolded. And they're both here about to be executed for being different. And, they believe Mystique to be a witch because of her looks. And this was common back in the days. They were real ignorant. People were scared of anything they didn't know, anything new. Like, oh my god, what is this or what's this? So if anybody different in any way or smarter in any way will get executed. That's just the way it works. Because they're like, well, what about this guy tries to take over the world because he's too smart, or this person made this correct guess and now we're scared. Are they a witch? So that was very reminiscent of those times. You see her here in her cowboy outfit. She looks awesome right there. Really digging that panel. Nice artwork by Carney and even the coloring by Jason Keith. It really, they work well together in my opinion. Look real nice. So yeah, that's we started in the past right there, 1920, and I really like the way it touches on it goes back on how they first met. It's basically an origin story of their relationship. Okay, so back at this time, Wolverine's kind of like a drifter, just rides solo, does his own thing. And Mystique tells him, this could be the beginning of a beautiful friendship, because obviously they escaped the shooting squad, the death squad, if you will. And she tells them, people like us, it's not safe for us to be alone. There's safety in numbers, basically, is what she's getting at. And so he decides to join them. And with Jason Aaron's writing, I notice he goes back and forth from present time to past, present time to past. So basically, this is two stories. One set in the past, one set in the present. Now, the story in the present is old Mystique back to her old tricks. She just betrayed the X-Men and Wolverine's hunting her down. And this time he's being really relentless, taking no prisoners. And she senses this in him, like he's being a lot more aggressive now than before. Now, I really like the dialogue between the two. They speak and act exactly how they should. Mystique is very like seductive sometimes and then real aggressive smartass sometimes. And Wolverine's real like sometimes can be an asshole and he just can be real blunt also. And the artwork really flows the panels together real nice and you really get the idea of what's going on here. It's not the most original story, it's a typical Mystique story. If you like Mystique, this is one to pick up, or if you want to know about her, this portrays exactly who she is. It really catches her essence, if you will. Now, I really enjoyed the from the two stories here. I like the one that was set in the past more. It was a little bit something different. The one set in the present was, I seen it done before with Mystique. This kind of typical. She betrays the X-Men and now Wolverine's hunting her down. Except this time she realizes he's not gonna quit. It's gonna be never ending story. He's not gonna stop chasing her. So she gets tired of running away and she decides to make a stand. So Mystique prepares herself for a final showdown, and she knows this time one of them ain't leaving here alive. And for your information, Wolverine has a healing factor. He's real durable. So you make what you will with that. Take your wild guess who's gonna make it, who's gonna walk out alive, who isn't, right? Now Wolverine, ever since he joined the X-Men, he's a character that's constantly trying to right his wrongs, trying to make up for mistakes he made in the past. Now back when he made Mystique, he was kind of a shady character himself. And you find out he's doing this and he's taking this a lot more serious and more personal. Because what Mystique did to the X-Men, to find out about that, you have to read Messiah Complex, which I have not read, but I did buy it. I do have the trade here. I'll read it later. She did something there that's very similar to what he did to Mystique and her buddies when he met them. He betrayed them in a very similar fashion. So he's kind of trying to redeem himself, if you will, and he thinks by doing this he'll right a wrong and from his past. And that's his typical of Wolverine, what he's always trying to do, trying to better himself when he can. So I really like that. I really like when they touch on that, because up to this point I thought it was just a typical Mystique storyline, nothing new. Then the ending, wraps up the story real nice. You get an ending, and if you really feel like it's sending a message out there, and you know how you can make up for mistakes and so forth. So I really enjoyed that. I'm gonna give this story a 8.5 out of 10. It was nice. I really liked it was fun through the whole book, and I really liked they landed the ending. They really sealed it up nicely. Now, if you wanna see more of the same, you wanna see more reviews, future reviews I do, hit that subscribe button if you ain't already subscribed. If you read this story before, post your comments on the bottom. What you think about it? You like it? Didn't like? Give me your likes and dislikes about it if you care to. And if you haven't read it, maybe this will convince you to either show you one way or the other. It'll convince you to buy it, or it'll convince you this is something you're not looking for. Alright guys, that's all I got for today. Also, if you like graphic novel hauls, check out some of my graphic novel hauls. I try to do one every week, unless I made no purchases that week, then I won't have a video up. Alright, also, you can also reach me on Twitter under JRox1, JAYROX_ONE. Alright guys, so that's all I got for you today, and I'll check you guys out next time.